You're listening to the Chronicles of Livin podcast, where we talk to everyday people about everyday things in the past, present, and future. Now let's talk.
Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop on the road of life. You can't stop. You can't stop. Moving. Keep move. Keep that pace. You switching to gear. Let's go. As we climb up the hill, don't slow down. Pedal a little more. The mind is working. It's in control. Your wheels are turning a little more. Going higher another notch. Keep it steady. Don't watch the clock go round.
Greetings, my visionary dreamers. How is everybody on Let's Talk Sunday? Today's topic is, are you busy being productive or are you busy wasting time? Think about that. This is ADionne. I'll be back.
Learning, always turning later. Cannot stop the time. Always merging into lanes that better suit us as we ride. Switch it up. Switching to gear, let's go. As we climb up the hill, don't slow down. Pedal a little more. The mind is working, it's in control. Your wheels are turning a little more. Going higher another notch. Keep it steady, don't watch the clock go round.
For those who are just tuning in for the first time, this is ADionne, your dream pusher, your lifeguard, saving you from yourself, from the world, from some real bullshit. And you are listening to Chronicles of Livin podcast show, the show for everyday people doing everyday things, living everyday life. You know us extraordinary folk out here doing a damn thing the best way we can. And so let's just get right to it. Today's topic is, are you busy being productive or are you busy wasting time? Yeah, a lot of us get a little confused as to the word busy. I meant to look up the meaning because I like to sometimes just say the meaning that's online or whatever, or in a dictionary. But yes, being productive and being busy, they are sometimes not the same thing. Sometimes we go around here and we think that because we're doing a lot of things in a day, maybe running errands, or we might be into a lot of recreation time, or we watch TV, we gotta catch our shows, stuff like that. Certain shows, we think watching the news sometime is being busy because you're supposed to be keeping in tune with the news. When you have a dream, vision, goals that you are pursuing, that you are working at accomplishing, you really have to learn how to balance your time and know the difference between being busy and being productive versus wasting time. So this is, I'm going to have to give you some examples so that you can get the difference between the two. Okay, so, I use my family, my friends, myself when I want to give you different scenarios. So, my daughter and my son, I talk to them about making sure that they're productive. So, for example, my daughter, during her birthday time, she came down for the weekend. We did a whole lot. Went out pretty much every day, all during the day. But at one point of the day, the evening, we were watching movies. And at this time, my son had one in the other room, was like, yeah, y'all could just have this time together, whatever. watching a movie, and then all of a sudden she gets on her cell phone. So I think I told the story before, but it's perfect for this topic. And she's on social media. So I look over and I'm like, okay, are we spending this time together, or are you spending this time with everybody else, So she caught a little attitude, and I didn't say nothing. I just left it, and I continued to watch the movie. She got off her cell phone, and then later on, she was talking about how, just her space and time. I said, but this is what you wanted. You wanted all the attention for your birthday, and she had to think about that. So she went home, and I called her and I told her that I had posted pictures up on Facebook, which everybody knows I'm not on there, but every now and then, if I get a moment, I will, post certain things. So she was like, no, I didn't get a chance to see it because I shut my Facebook page down. And I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, I shut it down because I thought about what you said, about, being on social media. And I realized that because she's in school for her master's now, she's taking classes online. So she said she realized that as she's studying, she always answers her notifications on the cell phone, when it goes off, whether it's Facebook, whatever. And because she's answering the notification, she realized that she can get caught up and lose a whole hour of her time, where that hour could have went to studying, and she could have been finished studying earlier than she normally would and been able to get more accomplished. Because she also admitted that because she does that, she gets tired and she doesn't study as much because of that. So that's what I'm saying about being busy. I had to use the story as to what led up to that so you can know it just didn't come from just nowhere. But I always talk to them about that. Now, my son is not a social media person. He's pretty much like me. He's kind of like, probably don't post, but every 3 times a year, something like that, on Facebook. But nevertheless, his kryptonite is video games. So again, he was home for the break, and he wanted to do his video games. And I have a rule: you in here, even though you're on break, you're going to accomplish something while you're home. So his thing was he wanted to work on his 3rd book, because if you don't know, if you haven't been listening, my son is a book author just as well as I am, but he had books out before me, fantasy fiction books. He's an author of 2 fantasy fiction books, The Guardian, Franklin's Story, on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, catch it anywhere. Shameless plug. But anyway, he said he wanted to work on his 3rd book. So, but every time I turned around, I'm seeing him playing video games with his friends, hear him laughing, and granted, yes, he was on break. But my thing is, be productive first and do the pleasurable stuff last. This way you'll get more out of being productive and you'll accomplish more, and then you can reward yourself later doing the things that are fun or just leisure time, and then you won't feel like you waste time out of your day. So I always talk to them both individually, whenever they're going through, and I just remind them, like, look, this is your life, but I really want you to accomplish the things that you said you wanted to achieve. And in order to do that, you have to be disciplined in your time. We all get 24 hours in a day. The difference is, the rich, the poor, is that who utilizes their time, who maximize the 24 hours, in a day. That is the difference. Even if somebody has a higher degree than you, even if somebody went to college and you never even finished high school, that doesn't mean anything. I'm here to tell you it does not mean anything. Everything is up to you as an individual. What do you really want out of life? Whatever you want, you can have it. Now, you might have to work a little bit harder than the person that went to school for whatever it is that you want to accomplish. But then again, you might not. Sometimes people that go to school, they might just go to school and just learn to work, but not learn to work the work. You get what I'm saying? There's a difference in learning the work and learning how to work the work. I'm the person that I'm going to learn how to work the work. So because I didn't get a chance to finish college, if you've been listening, I went, but I scaled back and after a year because of finances, because I wanted to make sure I didn't max things out before my son went. He's younger. I wanted to make sure he had more of the opportunity. I know how to work around things, and I've taught them too how to work around things. But nevertheless, I'm older. So I'm like, okay, I know that I want to have a podcast show. I know I want to have my own blog, my own website. I know that I'm going to need videos to promote and market this website or this podcast. I know that I'm going to need business cards and postcards or any other marketing material to market and to advertise what I'm doing to the public, to people, to businesses. You know what I mean? So because I knew all of those things, and first and foremost, I had to take the time to write out what I needed for my business, what I needed to accomplish my dreams, my goals, my visions. That is one and the same, that people don't even take the time to write out what it is they need to do and they need to accomplish your goal, your vision, or your dream. So because I took the time to write it out and I was able to, see it all on paper, now I knew what I needed to do. I knew that, okay, first and foremost, I need to learn how to build a website, because if you don't have the finances to do what it is that you want to do, that is no excuse. As long as we have the internet, as long as we have the library, as long as we have books, all of these things, seminars, you can do, and you can be busy, being productive in doing those things, learning from those avenues. This is what I'm saying about being productive. Don't just want to have a website and just go ahead and look at the first thing and think that your Facebook page is your website. That is not your website. That is Facebook's website, Mark Zuckerberg's website, okay? When you want something of your own, you need to build something of your own. Now, a lot of you out there might not be as tech savvy. So now you need to, and if you're not as tech savvy, I wasn't. I remember it was a time where I thought emails was a website. I thought that, and it's back when Hotmail first started, and I thought that the actual email was a website. I didn't have a clue as to how to work Word or none of that stuff. But I knew what I wanted. And so I stopped just finding people to do the work, and I learned to work for myself. Did it take time? Hell yeah. Did I mess up? Yes, I did. But guess what? When you want something, it is best to learn the basics of that thing. You don't have to master it if that's not your thing, because you could get caught up in learning and research so much that you don't even get what it is that you are working towards accomplishing done. That can take you down a rabbit hole as well. But what I say is, make sure that you take the time to at least research your competition as to the business that you're going into, the thing that it is that you are working towards accomplishing. Perfect example. I maximize my time in so many ways, as much as I can. I always think about my day, I write it out, and if I have a busy day where I have a whole lot going on, I might have to go to a client house, whatever, I will maximize my time. So in other words, I could be in a car. Say if I'm going to go see one of my notary or insurance clients, I will put on YouTube, because now I brought that, where you can listen to YouTube even if you have on navigation or whatever like that. I think it's $11 a month. But I will search a YouTube video that is teaching about whatever it is that I need to brush up on, rather it be a different department in life insurance, annuities, or whatever like that, and I'm going to see a client. I might go ahead and search that video just to refresh my memory on things, you know what I mean, and let that play on my way to the client's house. Or if you've been listening, I started doing Uber and Lyft, on the side. And so when I'm doing Uber and Lyft, I'm going to look up something that I can read in between the lines on my cell phone. Your cell phone, you got a cell phone. Your cell phone is information. You can maximize the time that you drive to work, the time that you might be on the train or the bus going to work. Stop listening to music and turn on something that's educational so you can maximize your time in the day. So it won't be a thing of you're just going to work that day and that's all you accomplished that day. You worked at somebody else's dream. No, go to work, but work at your own dream while you're on your way to work for somebody else's dream. How about that? This way, now you're maximizing your busyness. You're maximizing and you're being productive in two different ways. You're accomplishing what you're doing for your now money, for your now paycheck, and you're learning the things that you need to learn for your personal dream paycheck. A lot of people don't think about this. A lot of people would rather be on the bus, be on a train, and watch gossiping videos on YouTube, or watch, just stuff that's just not helping them with the things that they plan to accomplish. Not even just about business, but I listen to things motivational, other people that's motivational or encouraging. I turn on them while I'm driving to keep my spirits up, to keep me going. Everybody don't have perfect days every day. You always need that boost of energy. You need that person, that other person sometimes voice to encourage you and push you on along the way. So if it's something that, as far as you're going through your day and you're busy, but now you got your cell phone, you got your earphones, and you can be listening to somebody that can encourage you in an industry that you're in. Somebody that's already accomplished what it is that you're working towards doing. Watch, when I search online the things that I need to learn, what I do is I'll put in a search engine the top this, the best this, number one this. So this way I'm learning from the top people in the industry. You know what I mean? This is how you do your research. This is how you maximize your busyness. This is how you turn being busy into being productive. If you're on social media, don't be on social media just constantly reading stuff that's just not beneficial to you. Yes, you could go ahead and you could chat with your family, with your friends, but you need to put a time frame on that. And you need to, if you real bad with it, you need to actually put an alarm on your cell phone to go off at a certain time, because as I said, you definitely can fall down a rabbit hole, as one of my cousins was saying as well. At my cousin party, she's like, I don't get on Facebook because you fall down the rabbit hole real quick. I was like, I concur. This is why I'm not on there. But if you're on there and you have a dream or vision, you definitely want to communicate with people. You don't want to just be on there promoting your business and trying to sell your products. Definitely not. But you want to go on there and you want to maximize your time on there and make it productive. You want to go on Facebook pages of other people that's in your industry, see what they're doing. You know what I mean? Communicate with them, friend them, learn from them. You know, this is how you maximize your time. This is how you turn being busy into being productive instead of wasting time. This is where we lose out. This is where we wind up going a whole year and then looking back at your year and saying, what did I accomplish? Or do you even do that? Do you even research your own productivity for the year? I did an assignment with my son just before I took him back to college, last week. And I made him sit down with me, which I need to, I'm going to call my daughter up to do the same thing. And you guys need to do the same thing. Or you need to get the 90-Day Journal, my Visionary Dreamer 90-Day Journal, the book that I put together for you guys out there, for all my visionary dreamers, everybody that really has a hard time staying on task and completing what you start. I put this book together for you purposely, okay? Because this is how I accomplish things. I constantly write things down. I put things in separate compartments so that I can know I can stay on track. Because life is busy in itself and things come at you in so many ways and you definitely can fall off track. But the assignment that I did and that you can do pretty much right now is I told him, I said, look, I gave him a piece of paper and I took a piece of paper. I said, we're going to write down all the things that we have accomplished this year, last year, 2018. Write down all the things you have accomplished within 2018. And it could be anything. It could be personal stuff as far as you as a person becoming a better person, stopping a bad habit, how the things that you did along the year to push your dream further, or either accomplish and complete your dream that you started. It could be anything, but it has to be something that you completed within 2018. It can be something that you started before 2018, but as long as you completed it in 2018. We started writing, and once we wrote this stuff out, I could believe it, but it was just like crazy just to look at all the things that I have accomplished in this year, knowing all the different setbacks that I had along this year. I had so many setbacks along this year, and you wouldn't know it because what did I do? I keep my stuff on point. I compartmentalize, if I'm saying it right. I just separate my stuff, you know what I mean? And I make sure that when I get overwhelmed and I get a little, I'm not going to say anxiety, I don't get anxiety, but if I get overwhelmed with things that's going on all at the same time, setbacks or whatever, I make sure I take the time to meditate and to empty out my thoughts, to empty out my head so that I can redirect my energy and put it where it belongs. Sometimes that's what we need to do. Meditate, pray, whatever it is that you do. Meditation to me is prayer. It's just you're meditating on that certain thing that you know you would love to accomplish, or the energy that you want God to restore you with, you know. So that is how I stay on track. But I wrote, and I'm going to do a YouTube video. I'm not going to go into what I wrote on this, but I'm going to do a YouTube video on it this week. That way I can show you more of what I'm talking about. But I wrote down everything, and he wrote down everything. And then after that, I told him on the next paper, write down the things that you plan to accomplish this year, you know? And he just felt so good about it. And I was like, fold it up and put it in your wallet. You want to keep it in your wallet and you're going to look at it. So this is something that you can do for yourself to start making some changes in your life. So because when you write it down, that's how you can see just how productive you have been. That's how you can see just how productive you're going to be. These are the things that can help you out. There are times where you can be busy doing something for someone or helping somebody out, and it's not as productive for you, but it's productive for them. So, meaning like there have been times in my life, many, many, many times, that I've been so busy being productive on somebody else's dream and vision and losing sight of my own, like letting my own take a back seat. This was me. So, not so many years ago, just not so recent. I mean, recently, you get caught up because, you have loved ones, you have friends that if you know how to do certain things and they ask for your help, you go and you take the time to help them out. I don't regret helping anybody out, but my thing that I regret doing is helping them out more than they wanted to help themselves out. So sometimes we could get caught up helping people out more than they want to help themselves out. There have been times when I was willing to sit down and take time out of my life to teach people about the industry that they are in and how to, better achieve what it is that they're working towards doing. But they didn't want to take the time out, or they were saying that they was too busy to take the time out for their own shit. Go figure that. So I had to learn that, okay, if this person doesn't want to take the time out for their own stuff, I shouldn't be wanting to take the time out for their stuff. I have to cut it. I have to let it go and let them figure it out, If somebody is offering to take time out of their life to help you to grow in your industry or to become better at what it is that you are working towards, you better find the time to take the time out so that you can be more productive in your business with your dream and your goals and your visions. It's like, it's crazy because I remember listening to Joel Osteen, which is a pastor I listen to from now time and time again. And he said this, and it was like, whoa, that's a real nugget. He said, stop walking over oceans for people that don't want to walk over a puddle for you. Or, as I said, for themselves. So this is something that I had to learn, and I continue to have to bring myself back, from. Because I'm such a giving person, because I want people to get it. I want people, I love empowering people. I love to see people's dreams and visions come to life. I love, love, love that, But I have to keep pulling myself back and say, you know what, ADionne, you want this more than they want it. Cut it out. Stop. It's time for you to stop. It's time for you to abandon ship and focus on you. Focus on your dreams, your goals, your visions. Because at the end of the day, like the saying goes, we will walk over an ocean for people, but those same people won't walk over a puddle for us. Those same people won't take the time out to walk over an ocean for themselves. So why are we doing it? That's taking time away from the things that we need to put time into. And I say this not just about friends, even when I'm dealing with clients. I tell them from the gate. I just talked to this new client I'm working with just last week, and I told him, I said, listen, My time is precious, okay? I just need you to understand that. And if I figure out that you don't want to work for this more than I'm putting in the work for this, even though you're paying me, then I'm going to have to let this project go. And he agreed, like, yeah, I'm with you on that. You know what I mean? So when I'm like, when I say that you need X, Y, I need X, Y, and Z from you, or I need you to do X, Y, and Z as it pertains to your business, I need you to be on point with it, you know? Because I'm done with that. I've wasted so much time out of my life being busy for somebody else's dreams and visions, and they didn't want to take the time out to be busy for themselves. They didn't want to take the time out to learn the things that they needed to learn for themselves, for their own dream and vision. And a few of them actually got attitudes with me. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, okay, this is your dream. Why are you mad at me? Because I'm not helping anymore? Because you don't want to help yourself? And we get caught up in that, y'all. We get caught up in knowing that we know different people that can do different things. And so we want them to do the work for us, and we don't even want to take the time out to learn it for ourselves. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't hire people to do what it is that you can't do. That's not what I'm saying, because that would be overwhelming for us. And I realize that I am a little special as it comes to things like that. I'm always willing to learn something new. And I know everybody don't have the capacity that I am. And that's not saying that I'm smarter. It's just that this is just the way I'm wired. And I get it. I get that I'm willing to research and learn as much as I can. I just love learning new things and, growing. And like I said, that's not saying I'm smarter than you because I want to do that. I just realized that everybody doesn't have the same capacity. But what I'm saying to you is, at the point that you become a business owner or you have this dream that you want to accomplish, you really do have to learn the basics, because when you're hiring people, if you don't learn the basics about your business, about your industry, guess what? You could be hiring the wrong person. That person that you spending money on, or you might be barter dealing with, might not be able to help you the way you need to be helped. Might not be able to deliver the product or the tools that you hired them for, because you didn't take the time out to do simple little research for YouTube videos just to see how certain things supposed to work, or just to read up on what type of licensing you need for your business or whatever. You gotta take time out, guys. Visionary dreamers. You have to take the time out to really look at your industry, to really start studying people in your industry, to look at your competition, to go visit your competition. You have to do this for yourself. If you want to be the best at what you do, some of us might not want to be just the number one person at what we do, at number one store or business or whatever. Some of you out there might just want to be good at what you do, might just want to just be well off. But even with that, you have to learn the industry, because every day things are changing. Every day. And you will get left back in the cold if you don't take the time out and you don't balance the time in your life out and look at the things that you're doing from day to day and be honest with yourself and ask yourself, is this adding or taking away from how productive I can make this day? How about that? Is this adding or taken away from how productive I can be today? That's a nugget right there for y'all. Y'all need to think about that every day when you're doing certain things. Is it adding or is it taking away? Are you being busy, wasting time, or are you being busy, being productive? At the end of the day, do you have something to show that you have done that will push your dream or your vision further? I guarantee you, if you take the time out right now and you just write down your past week, today is Sunday, if you write down from Monday to Sunday the things that you have accomplished this week as it pertains to your business, your dream, what it is that you're working on that you want to accomplish, write it out and be honest with yourself and ask yourself, could you have been more productive this past week? When you see it on paper, trust me, that's when you know. That's when you know what you need to do. That's when you know how disciplined you need to become. You know? I need y'all to email me as to the things that you feel like you need to learn, on the business aspect. Whatever industry you're in, email me and tell me, what is it that you think, like, if you had more of this knowledge, or if you knew how to find this, like some people, a lot of people don't know how to legalize their business, things of that nature. If you knew where to go for it, email me, because y'all know that. Well, if you're just tuning in, I have 2 books out right now, The Visionary Dreamer 90-Day Journal and Transform Your Life, Discover Your Purpose, the Workbook. And those 2 books are designed to do just the things that I'm talking about today, to help you get discipline, to help you find out who you are and what your real purpose is, and get rid of the baggage that's been holding you back, the blockage that's been holding you back from accomplishing your dreams and your visions. That's what those 2 books are designed to do for you. And I'm still working on the 3rd book, which is Lessons I Learned as an Entrepreneur. I'm really updating it. And I really want to get feedback from you guys as to the resources that you feel like you need that can help you to go further with your business, with your dreams or your visions. Email me that, because I'm definitely going to put it in the book. I will research it for you and I will add it to the book. The book has so many resources in it for you guys. I mean, for real. I really, really went in with this book. That's why it's taking me a while, because I keep adding more stuff for y'all. But email me. I would love to add more stuff. But yeah, that's my time today, and I hope that you really got something out of this topic, and that it really helps you, because I come across so many people that have these dreams, these visions, and even when I'm Ubering, I come across people and we talk about the things that they are working towards accomplishing. And because I've been in so many different industries, most of the time I can relate, and I'm able to give them information. And I'll ask them a few questions. Like, I had this one young guy that's into music, and he, wants to be a rapper. And if you've been listening, I used to have my own independent record label some years back. And so I asked him some questions. And matter of fact, this is the 2nd rapper I came across, and I asked these key questions as to where they have their music uploaded. And, he only said one place. Do you know there are tons of websites that you can upload your music to, that you can sell your music on? So many are popping up from day to day. And he didn't have a clue as to copywriting and things, very important key things. And he is like the 2nd or 3rd young aspiring rapper that I talked to that didn't have knowledge of this information. And I'm not saying that, oh, they dumb. No, it's just people are clueless because they don't know. Like, you cannot just go off your talent. Business is 80% business and mostly 20% talent and creativity. You have to know your business. You have to know your channels that you need to go through. Whatever it is that you got going on, you need to know the different venues or different pricing. You need to research the best places to get stuff. There are so many things that go into um, the things that it is we want out of life when we want to be entrepreneurs. Let's say that. You want to be an entrepreneur. You need to study entrepreneurship. You need to go and look at some videos or read some articles on different people that are self-made millionaires. You need to do this. Now, I'm not saying that, oh, okay, you won't just become this millionaire overnight. I'm not saying that. I'm not a millionaire yet. I'm a millionaire. I'm a trillionaire in my head. But I know I'm striving towards it. I know day by day I'm getting better and better. I know I'm being consistent at what I do. I know that I'm taking my time and pacing things out as it is with social media. I focused on a podcast first. That's why I was busy. Even though I'm doing so many things, it all comes together. Yes, I do video editing. Yes, I do my own, build my own websites and keep up with them. Yes, I do my own graphics, make my own marketing material, postcards, business cards, all of that. That is a lot of, I create my own videos. Yes, that's a lot of different things, but they all go hand in hand with what I'm doing. They all go hand in hand as to promote the podcast show, as to promote my books. And, they all go hand in hand. The books go hand in hand with the podcast show because I wrote the books to help you guys out, my listeners out, so that you could get more out of just me talking to you. So that you can have something tangible in your hands to learn from, to teach yourself from, to discover who you are. They all go hand in hand. And yes, I'm doing a notary and insurance because that's my livelihood. That's how I make money. That's, you know what I mean? But also with that, I'm dealing with one-on-one people. Again, I'm doing something to encourage somebody. I'm doing something to better their life. So it's still in the same niche in a way, They're different industries, but my end goal is to help people. Y'all get what I'm saying? So stick with what it is that you have a passion for, what it is that you are naturally good at. Stick at that first. Build on that. Figure out what it is, the way you can make money from that. I love talking, hence why I have a podcast show. So therefore, I'm making money from the thing that I love to do, talking. Go figure that. See, people didn't think that was a talent, but yet it's helping you. It's helping you. So that's my word today, and I really hope that y'all get something out of each and every show, that y'all could take some type of nugget away. Thank you guys for purchasing books. Please continue emailing me about what you got out of the books. ADionne, yourdreampusher@gmail.com. Put the email link in the description. But it should be on the podcast show wherever you at. You should be able to get to my email or my website. But definitely go check out ADionne, yourdreampusher.website, not .com, but .website. And you'll see more information about the books, about me coming out to be able to speak at any of your engagements, about the podcast show, and the Visionary Dreamer apparel line. T-shirts, coffee mugs. Go ahead and check out the website, guys. And thank you so much for all of your support. I love you guys so much. Y'all just don't know. I wish I could come through this doggone podcast and the earphones and just give y'all all hugs and kisses, because I really appreciate you guys. So continue to work at things the best way you can, guys. Don't beat yourself up. As long as you accomplish something every day, it could be small or big. As long as you do something, every day. Learn something new every day. I don't care if it's a new word. Learn something new every day to help you accomplish your goals, your dreams, and your visions. And you'd be surprised as to, by the end of the year, what it becomes. So, with that being said, definitely check out the YouTube channel, Chronicles of Livin, on Wednesday. And I'm working on, I believe I'm going to start going daily soon, okay? So, check out the YouTube channel, continue to listen to the podcast shows, and continue to share, to email me, to like, subscribe, all of that good stuff, okay? Because y'all know I got to grow this YouTube channel. So definitely subscribe to it. Hit the notification bell when you get on it. And I'm going to have some good information coming to you guys. More in-depth information on the YouTube channel. All right? So, love you guys. And this is ADionne, your dream pusher, your lifeguard, saving you from yourself, the world, some real bullshit. And this is Chronicles of Livin podcast show, the show for everyday people doing everyday things, living everyday life. You know it's extraordinary, folk. Doing a damn thing the best way we can. I love, love, love you guys. Peace. Thank you for listening to Chronicles of Livin, where we talk to everyday people about everyday things in the past, present, and future. And if you are pursuing your dreams, I'm proud of you. Because the best part of life is when you decide to live. To keep up with us, please visit chroniclesoflivin.com. Until next time, this is ADionne, your dream pusher. I love you guys.